Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's very nice to be here, and I've got something pretty special to show you guys today. This is the Flextail Tiny Shower Bag. Now, as of recording this video, this is unreleased. It is basically the Flextail Tiny Shower, but it's got one really interesting trick up its sleeve. Let's talk about it. Hi guys, so unless you've been living under a rock, you've never heard of a company called Flextail. They are an outdoor manufacturer that makes some really interesting, very niche products. Now I've got a few of their things already. I've got the Flextail Tiny Repel, I've got the bigger Mozzie repellent, and I've done reviews on all of these already. You can see them on the channel. Then I've also got a brand new headlamp, which I haven't even used yet. I've got to get this done at some point too. And then I've got the Flextail Max Pump as well, which I think is a really good piece of kit. I really like this little thing, super useful, and like all of their products, they fill very specific needs within the sort of outdoor space and market. So if you're looking for, you know, a couple of bits and pieces, have a look at their stuff. Now, they've sent me a couple of things in the past, but they've never really required me to say anything about them, positive or negative. So all of these are my thoughts and my thoughts alone. Having said that, they have sent me this guy. So this guy is brand new, it's unreleased, it should come out in the next day or two. So I thought I'd get this film done for you before that launches. So you guys have probably, if you know of Flextail, you've probably seen their Tiny Shower. Now the Tiny Shower is a very nice, very cute little unit. It's very self-contained. You put the outlet into a water source and you can have a shower. It's a very nice bit of kit. Now on their website right now, they have the Tiny Shower listed for 88 Australian, which is a really good price for something like this, a fully battery powered shower. So I'm going to be using the Tiny Shower as the basis for my review today, just because this guy is not listed on their website yet, but I believe it's exactly the same unit, but a couple of differences. So let me talk to you a little bit about it first. So 200 grams, obviously this guy weighs a little more because there's a bit of extra stuff going on. It's got a 1.3 gallons per minute flow rate, which is somewhere between 3.5 and 4.5 liters per minute, which is really good. It's quite strong. It gives a lot of water displacement. It's quite a wide pattern as well, so very comfortable for a shower. It says it's got a runtime of 70 minutes and washes 420 coffee cups. So I don't know if that's the accurate measurement of how you would measure a shower in terms of how many coffee cups it can wash, but it's there. Alright everyone, so I have no idea if this is the final retail package or not. This is how it came to me, so this is what I can show you. This is the box. So a couple of cool things. It's got some instructions on both sides in terms of how to use it, and then what to do with the power light and the power terminal. A couple of things on the front here. It's multi-scenario. Yeah, obviously, so you can use it anywhere. Type-C charging, water saving, waterproof, and it's got a hanging ring. So what does that mean? Well, let me show you. So this is how it comes in the box. So you've got this really cool shower hose, which I think is exactly the same one that comes with the Tiny Shower that's listed on their website now. But this is the big boy. So that's the unit, and then it also comes with some power cables and some literature for you to read. Let me show you what's in here. So this is the Flextail Tiny Shower Bag. So basically what they've done here is they've taken the Tiny Shower unit and they've built it in to a waterproof 20-liter bag. All right, I think that's really cool because the Tiny Shower by itself is amazing, but you always have to have some sort of water source with it. So if you're carrying a jerry of water, you put the Tiny Shower hose inlet into the water and you can shower or rinse things or do whatever, but you're always using that water that's in the jerry can. All right, this way your washing, showering, whatever water is completely separate to your other stuff. So I really like that. So I can fill this bag up 20 liters at home, and then I know I've got 20 liters or about 5 to 6 minutes of showering and cleaning stuff at full power without touching my other water supply. And I think that's great. Really, really cool to have it separate like this. Now, let me just show you a little bit about what this thing looks like. Alright guys, as you can hear the rain starting, so apologies if it's a bit noisy. I'm under a tin roof here, so there it is. But yeah, so guys, as you can tell, with a lot of Flextail stuff, they've got this really nice orange color to the actual bag itself. Now, this is a 20-liter max capacity bag, so you can fit 20 liters of water in here, which is quite a lot. And if you fill this thing up all the way, it is a bit weighty, so just be aware of that. Hanging it up sort of any sort of reasonable height above you is difficult with 20 kilos, but the cool thing with this guy is you don't have to hang it up above you like these ones that I've had for a while. So bikes and shit. So these are water cell bags from Sea to Summit, which I've used a lot. I really like these bags. This one here in particular is a 10 liter, and it's already got the little shower attachment. But the problem with these is you have to get these above you to kind of be able to shower properly, which sometimes can be quite difficult, especially at camp if you're limited with, you know, trees or things where you can connect stuff to. So sometimes this can be a little bit problematic to have it up high enough to actually have a proper shower. And if you have it low down, if you turn this on, it can be a little messy. They work really well. I like them a lot. I've got 2 of these. But yeah, some of the flaws of these are addressed by this guy. So basically, when you have this filled up with water, you don't have to have this hanging up high. It's got a really decent hanging ring here, which is quite weight supporting, but you can just hook this on the side of your car or whatever. It doesn't have to be high because the pump is built in to the bag. There's no like standing under it or trying to counter or like dodging the water. Pump's right here. So what you do is you take your shower hose and you pull it back, like, you know, you guys will be used to this sort of stuff from like garden hoses and whatever. Pull it back, get it in there, click it in, and now you can have this shower head. Oh, there's a bit of water coming out there. You can have the shower head wherever you want, and it can be a fair distance away from the bag as well, which is really, really good. So you can hang this guy on your car and have this outlet wherever you need it. I think that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's got 2 power modes. It's got a high flow, which is 4.7 liters per minute, so you can empty this bag out in about 4.5 minutes. Or it's got a low mode as well, which is 3.5 liters per minute. And what I can tell you is this little shower head is actually really, really, really nice. It gives just the right amount of pressure, more so than I found with the other bags, and more so than I found with sort of similar things that I've had in the past. So it's actually a really, really nice experience. Alright guys, so to really appreciate how good this actually is, I just filled it up with some water for you. It's about 2/3 way, so I reckon there's about 12 liters of water in there. But so this is one of the best things about this shower bag, is you could literally just hang this anywhere. It doesn't have to be up high, you don't have to lift it up, it can be on the floor if you wanted it to. I think that's brilliant. Sometimes these 20-liter water bags, especially the Sea to Summit ones I've got, you have to lift them very high to actually get under them to have a proper shower. It's one of the biggest flaws of those. So I'll show you how to connect this. So this is just a little hose. I'll show you here. There you go. If it'll focus, which it doesn't seem to want to do. Anyway, so it's standard little hose connector. You would have used this in your yard. So you just take it and you connect it there, wait for the positive click. Now, on this little unit here, which is the tiny shower that's built into the bag here, so the unit's on the inside, you just have to push this little thing, which mine is still a little tight, but I'm sure it'll loosen up over time. Let me show you. Okay, so as you can see here, let me just show you the front of the unit here. You can see, so this is your power indicator, so that's the on and off switch, and down here is your USB-C power input. I have already charged this guy completely today, and then down here where you see this little lever here, that is to actually turn the water flow on. So you push this in and then it pops out the other side. So now the water is ready to circulate, and let's turn it on. So double press to turn on, the little LED indicator turns green, and if I press it again, it'll go into high flow. There you go, so you can hear it. I hope you can hear that. So this is on high flow now. So yeah, let me show you how much water this thing actually produces. It's very hard to visually show what 3.5 or 4.5 liters a minute looks like. So I'm going to show you here against my wheel, and you be the judge. Right, let's go. Okay, so I've got it fully on here. So this is the fast setting, so this is the high flow. If I click it again, we'll turn it off. Let's put it to just normal speed. So that's just normal. So this is the 3.5 liters per minute. If I click it again, there's the high flow. So as you can tell, it's actually really nice. Maybe I'm not doing this justice, but it's actually really strong. It's got a very nice flow. It's got a very nice spread to it. I think that's great. And to stop the water flow, you just simply turn it back, and there you go. It's off. I really like this guy. I think this is an incredibly useful bit of kit to have around camp, because I can see it being used for all sorts of different stuff. Showering and washing dishes, or rinsing your feet, or rinsing bits of kit that you need. I think it's great. And because you can have the bag fairly far away from you, if I show you, this is quite a long, it's quite a long lead. So you can pretty much have flowing water wherever you need it, and you can have this flowing for at full power for probably about 5 to 6 minutes, which is quite long actually, and then you can still refill the bag, which is great. So yeah, like I said to you, the tiny pump is built into this bag, so there's no chance of losing it or losing components or whatever the case is. Just keep everything nicely connected, roll it up, chuck it in your car, and you're good to go. So yeah, I think it's great. So guys, like, the major question always is, like, why would you want something like this? Well, there's a couple of reasons, right? The first reason is your shower, cleaning, dishes, all of that sort of stuff, your water supply is completely separate to your other water supply. So this is a completely self-contained 1-unit kit, 20 liters of water, more than enough for like a weekend away for a couple of people if you're sparing with the water. And you can also refill this, so you can add more water, you can do whatever you want to do. The other thing is you can leave this bag out in the sun to warm up, and it does work exceptionally well. On my last camp where I used this guy, I had this in the shower hanging underneath my rooftop tent, and the water got to about 35 degrees, which is perfect for a shower. I really liked it. I think it's great because it's all self-contained. You don't have to worry about it. It's on and off. You don't have to connect anything or find water outlets or hoses. Like, it's really nice. The other thing that I really like about this is the on and off. So if you're not using it, you can just turn it off and not worry about it. If you're using it, turn it on, select the power and start it. And the way that you start the water flow is from the hose. You just turn this guy on and or open, and it'll come. So turn this on, select your power setting, and then you can just control the water right from here, right from the head. I think it's great. Brilliant design. What I will tell you though, one of the biggest things for me with something like this is if you've got 20 liters of water in this bag, that's 20 kilos of weight to lift. So what I really appreciate about this guy is I don't have to lift this above my head to hang it somewhere to have a shower. This can just be, I can even leave it on the ground if I wanted to, and just use the shower where I need it. Really great capacity. So like I said, I can't tell you the pricing of this guy right now because this is still unreleased. If I do find the pricing before the video comes out, I'll put it on the screen for you. Otherwise, it'll be in the description, then we'll update when the link comes out. But yeah, guys, look, I really like this piece of kit. I'm always in the market for, you know, decent camp shower. So this fills a lot of different needs for me. I can use this to wash dishes with, I can use this to rinse my feet, I can use this to shower with, I can do all sorts of cool stuff with it without it having to be up high or in a specific area or be connected to a water source. This fills a lot of those areas for me, and I think it's a great piece of kit. Now, when the details are released, I'll update the description with some purchasing links for you. Some of them will be affiliate links. If you don't like that, just go to the website and find it yourself. Otherwise, guys, click on it and get yourself one, because this is a very versatile piece of kit. Now, I'm not paid by Flextail to say anything positive about their gear. I just think their gear is really good, and everything I've had so far has lasted me. It's been affordable, it's been really fit for purpose. So yeah, there we go. This is the Flextail Tiny Shower Bag, unreleased right now, and I think it's absolutely awesome. I think it's great, guys. So you'll probably see this feature in my videos quite a lot going forward. I've got a slightly longer camp coming up in the next 2 weeks, which I'll be bringing this guy with as well. So yeah, I'm a big fan, guys. I don't want to waffle on too much. Once it's released, I'll update the description if there is anything to update. But for now, I think it's brilliant, and I think you need one, and I think you should just get it. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me again. And if there's any questions, or if there's any sort of shower thing you're using, put in the comments for me. I'd love to hear from you. Love to see what everyone's using. This is what I'm going to be using going forward, 100%. I might still use my water cell bags, but I probably won't use these to shower with anymore, because I don't think I need to. I'll be using this, but these are still useful to carry water in a sort of soft cell format, which is quite useful because you can sort of fit more water into the same space. If you compare this to a jerry can, which is also what this does, 20 liters of water in here will fit into a slightly tighter space than 20 liters in a jerry can. That's just the nature of soft containers versus hard containers. But yeah, there we go. Thank you for joining me. If there's any questions, put them in the comments for me, and I'll see you for the next video, guys. Oh yeah, and by the way, thank you Flextail for sending this to me. I really appreciate it. I love the piece of kit. You guys do amazing stuff, and yeah, there we go. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Cheers now. Bye.